Welcome to the voyage of the naughty knots, K-N-O-T-S, or knots, N-O-T-S. A knot is a metaphor. Do you have a metaphor or a knot that defines your life? Maybe a job, a vocation, an experience, something that when you look back defines yourself metaphorically. You know, maybe like a plumber. I'm a plumber, yet I fix things. Or I'm a truck driver. My life is always going somewhere on the road. It's kind of like that. What is your metaphorical image, your metaphorical key, your handle? Remember that in the old CB radios? What's your handle? What's your metaphor? We should have that. Mine was a submarine. Let's talk about that. Back in the late 50s, when I joined the Navy for 4 years, extended for one, and I joined the submarines. I was on a diesel-electric submarine for 3.5 years, stationed in Norfolk, Virginia, in the late 50s, early 60s. And our job was I was in a fleet with a carrier, 6 destroyers and 2 submarines, and our job was to look out for Russian submarines. This was in the Cold War. We never found any. It's kind of like a dog chasing a car. If the dog catches the car, what's he going to do with it? But it was like that. Anyway, this submarine defined my life, became the metaphor of my life, because the submarine is amphibious. It is both at home on the surface with the fleet as another ship. The submarine is just a little ship. It goes along the ocean through the waves just like any other ship. It's part of the fleet. I was part of a fleet with a big mother carrier, the Valley Forge. So I was a fleet of 6 destroyers and 2 submarines and 1 mother. And yet, when I dived, when the submarine said, "Ooga, ooga, dive, dive," flood the tanks, flood the ballast, and the sub goes down and disappears. And everybody on the fleet says, "Where did Ed go? Where did that submarine go? It was just there. I just saw it. It's gone now. Where is it? What's it doing down there?" The submarine goes to Davy Jones Locker. And you know, in all the stories, the Pirates of the Caribbean, you don't want to go to Davy Jones Locker. If the ship goes to Davy Jones Locker, it doesn't come back, you see. So the submarine willingly goes to Davy Jones Locker. What the fuck is that, you see? So the submarine is at home on the surface, but it's also at home under the surface. And what is the surface but waves of mind? Waves of up and down, the roller coaster of the mind makes us seasick. We all get seasick on the surface. Maybe we get our sea legs, but if you go ashore for a while and go back to sea, you're going to get sick again, you see. Some people never do, but this is metaphorical thinking. The surface world makes us nauseous. Up and down. I've got it. No, I've lost it. I'm alive. No, I'm dying. The up and down, the dying and resurrecting, the cycles of death and life, the cycles of joy and suffering, pain and pleasure, that Buddha said there is a cessation from that, a cessation from suffering. There's a cessation from the surface of life, from living on the surface of the mind in the waves of either calm or storm. It's always one or the other. The surface life of catch-22, where yes is yes and no is no, but yes is no and no is yes. Oh, everything is uncertain here. You never know when a storm's going to strike. But if you dive beneath the surface, and I know from experience now, because if there is a storm, even a hurricane, and you dive beneath the surface, not even a coffee cup is disturbed. It's as calm as if you were sitting in a field. While the upper surface is going, getting seasick and throwing up, You're calm in a peace that passes understanding. How can you be so calm in a world that is going this and that, you see? That's a great metaphor. So we need to be amphibious like that. This is why people meditate. You meditate to learn how to navigate and how to move beneath the surface of the waves, beneath the surface of the main, so you're not disturbed by the up and down of the world, of your life, you see. You are the world and the world is you. So you're going up and down. The world is going up and down and you're going up and down just by the world. We look at the news and I'm getting sick. I'm going up and down because I'm riding the waves of the news. I'm riding the waves of the media. I'm riding the waves of the world, you see. I can't find that peace that passes understanding that is beneath the waves. That is beneath the waves and is not disturbed by the waves of the mind, even though the storm is still there. So the secret of being being a submariner, metaphorically speaking, is that you're both a surface ship and an undersea ship. So when you're on the surface, you're going up and down just like the other ships, but you're not disturbed. You remain still inside as if you were under the ocean. And yet your boat is going up and down. Your brain may be going up and down, but your heart is as still as death. And that's why people don't want to go there. People don't want to go to Davy Jones Locker because it's still there. And we get accustomed to the waves. We like the waves. We like the amusement park. We like the ups and downs. Who would I be if there wasn't this roller coaster of the mind, you see? So we're afraid to go beneath the surface. We're afraid to meditate. We're afraid to dive, you see, and run silent and run deep. So this lure of the submarines started with me when I was in the 40s. After the war, my father gave me a book about the journeys of the submarines in the Pacific, the logbooks of the submarines, and I became fascinated with the adventures of these submariners who went alone and dove deep beneath the surface of the world. So when I joined the Navy, dropped out of school, college, dropped out of everything and joined the Navy to find myself, I wanted to be a submariner. So I got into submarines. The last of the diesel-electric submarines before the nuclear age took over. And when the nuclear boats came, that was the end of the adventures of the old diesel-electric boats, not ships, boats, you see. Anyway, so I was very fortunate to be in the last of the diesel-electric submarines, the USS Cabrera. It is where there that I learned to run silent and run deep, so that I'm in the world, but at the same time, I'm at peace with the world. I'm going up and down with the world, but at the same time, I'm not getting sick. The world doesn't make me nauseous. The world doesn't disturb my coffee. The world doesn't disturb my coffee cup. Thanks for dropping in. Subscribe. Let's keep going on this voyage of the naughty nuts. We don't know where it's going to take us. Doesn't know where I'm going to go. These are my talks are sermons about nothing. Unscripted. Unprompted. Unknown. Thanks for dropping in.